Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. This is episode 189 of the Daily 180, and we're continuing our series on the rules. This is Rule 12 that I'll be talking about today. Rule 12 is a simple one. The Rule 12 is be, do, have. Now, this may not make a lot of sense, but I gotta tell you that when it started, this rule actually started with a little lyric from a Frank Sinatra song, or at least a lyric that he would use on several occasions. It was originally called the doobie doobie doo rule. For those of you that remember Frank Sinatra, or that are fans of Frank Sinatra or any of his contemporaries, you'll be familiar with that little combination. But as I started to look at things a little bit differently, and as I started to look at things in my own life, I decided that be, do, have made more sense. Let me see if I can explain. In order for us, most of the time in our lives, we're looking at setting goals for having things. We're setting goals for a new car. We're setting goals for a new house. Let me rephrase. Maybe you aren't. But I know when I was especially younger, starting my career, that was what I was focused on. I was focused on how I was going to have a new job. I was going to have a new car. I was going to have a new house. I was going to have things. I was going to acquire things. And whether they were material things or they were intellectual things or they were status things, there were things that I was trying to have. And what I started noticing was that when I put all my effort on trying to have those things, then I got very frustrated with what I currently had. I had a nice car, but I wasn't satisfied because I wanted to have a new one. I had a good family. I wasn't satisfied because my family wasn't able to go on some vacations that maybe I thought were appropriate for my family. So I was very hard on myself. I started to shift my focus onto doing things and saying to myself, if I want to have those things, what is it that I have to do in order to make those things materialize? And that was much better, it was much more effective, and it kept me better grounded. But again, if I'm focused on the doing, then all of a sudden things start to get skewed again. I become so focused on the activity that I'm involved with that sometimes I miss some of the more important aspects of life, the being aspects. So for me, it was important that first I be the kind of person that can do the things that need to be done so that I can have the kind of outcomes that I want in my life. And as I started to shift the focus from having to doing to being, I started to find that not only could I be more content with my current circumstances as it was taking time to get to the new places, the new goals that I had set, but I was also setting goals that were more meaningful and less trivial. I hope this has been useful for you. I know for me it was a huge realization. So I share it with you today in the hopes that it can make a difference. My name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.